Well, welcome back. Right now, we're going to shift our focus to education, specifically something you may not think about, which is propane school buses.
As we kick off another school year, let's consider how our children are getting to class. Millions of kids from across the country will be riding a school bus at the beginning and end of each day. And this year, there's an even stronger emphasis on making sure that the ride to school is beneficial for both the students' health and the environment. There's a clean energy that can achieve that goal today, propane. Joining us today is Tucker Perkins from the Propane Education Research Council to tell us more about the benefits of propane, which is energy for everyone. Tucker, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Why should we want our kids riding to school in propane-powered school buses specifically?
You want your child riding to school because it's healthier for the child. Beyond that, though, it's even better for the school system, it's better for the community in which these buses travel, it's better for the environment. You know, Christine, sadly, children ride to school today the same way they rode to school 30 years ago, and that's in a dirty diesel school bus. And beyond being expensive to operate, we now know that diesel is harmful. It's harmful to the child, it's not good for the community, it's not good for the climate. We know that every child deserves to get to school in a safe, clean, healthy ride, and we believe that ride is in a propane-powered school bus.
How are propane buses better for a child's health?
Well, they're free of those harmful pollutants. Think about it yourself. You've been behind the school bus when it pulls away from the bus stop. You see the cloud of black smoke coming out of the tailpipe. Now we know what's in that cloud of black smoke. Contains nitrogen oxide, harmful to you and me, but particularly harmful to a young child's lungs. Creates asthma, creates a host of respiratory illness. It also contains particulate matter, and that particulate matter is now listed and known to be a carcinogen. When you make the migration from diesel to a propane school bus, that cloud of black smoke is gone.
How is it better for the environment as well? It sounds like it absolutely is.
Well, it's much better for the environment. We clearly reduce greenhouse gases, and that's the primary barometer we have now for the environment. We also have reduced those NOx emissions, but beyond that, it's quieter. It's quieter in the community it's traveling, much cleaner, much better for the environment all the way around.
How common are propane school buses?
Well, more common than you might think. This morning, 1.3 million children rode to school in one of 22,000 propane-powered school buses across this country. Now, as great as that sounds, that's only 5% of the total buses operating today. So while we've come a long way, we have a long way to go.
Are propane buses more affordable? What's the cost?
They are more affordable, and that's really one of the reasons we really want people to switch. They have the same initial cost as a diesel school bus. But once you own the bus, the operating cost is half. In fact, a national study showed that if we switched all of the diesel school buses to propane school buses, there'd be enough savings to hire 23,000 new teachers. 23,000 new teachers. Think about it. Cleaner air, healthier children, and now we've revolutionized the way they learn in the classroom. That's what we're trying to achieve here.
If parents want propane buses for their kids, what can they do to make that happen, and how can they find out if their current school has propane buses or not?
Well, we really do want parents involved in their child's education, and this part of it is no different. We created a website, betterourbuses.com, for parents to go to learn about what we've been talking about today, to begin to learn how to band together, to advocate for a better, safer, healthier ride to school in a propane school bus. Challenge your school board, challenge your fleet managers in your community, and to start with that conversation, betterourbuses.com.
Well, thank you so much, Tucker Perkins, for joining us today. It's been an interesting conversation about school buses and propane. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much.